Welcome to the channel. My name is DeeSimilar. Let's take the GPR assault rifle, spray it at the wall, and get a sense of its recoil pattern. We'll do the same thing with the compensator muzzle, again with the muzzle brake, and once again with the ported compensator attachment. Before we get started, if you do enjoy this video, if you find it valuable, please drop a like on it and consider subscribing to the channel. We're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and I'm looking very much forward to achieving that. With that out of the way, let's address the muzzle brake real quick. There's a reason it's not in the title, and that's because it appears to be useless. The description says the muzzle brake helps with first shot recoil and kick reset speed, but it does nothing on several weapons that I've tested, or whatever it does, it is very minuscule. Even on weapons with slow recenter speeds like the Sarkov marksman rifle. So I wouldn't even bother using the muzzle brake. If that changes in the future, I will create a follow-up video, but you'll want to be choosing between either the compensator or the ported compensator. The compensator reduces vertical recoil by 1/3. You can actually take your entire recoil pattern and literally squeeze it down 1/3, and that's exactly what the compensator is going to be doing for you. The compensator looks very appealing on the GPR. However, let's compare that to the Ames 85. And you can see with this weapon, the compensator actually becomes a problem. Look how sharp that recoil takes a turn to the left. It is absolutely gnarly. I actually find that the compensator can make weapons harder to use than without any attachments at all, because it's essentially amplifying your horizontal recoil. I mean, look at the AK-74 here. Yes, the compensator will make for less vertical adjustment on your end, but you have to fight that horizontal recoil so much more, and horizontal recoil is infinitely harder to control than vertical recoil. So in cases like this, I advise not using the compensator so you'll get a gentler recoil curve, or perhaps the ported compensator is a better option. Now, the ported compensator reduces your vertical recoil by 20%, and it will also reduce your initial shot recoil. If you look at recoil plots, your first few shots will be grouped closer together, and your overall recoil plot should be reduced. This is far easier to see with the DM10 marksman rifle. You'll see without any attachment, and even with the compensator, there is a large gap between the first and second shot, but when you throw the ported compensator on, that gap is filled. In addition to all that, I found the ported compensator will also smooth out that horizontal recoil curve. If we go back to the Ames 85, you'll find the curve is far gentler with the ported compensator, which is much more controllable than that zigzag pattern you get with the normal compensator. I'm not exactly sure why this is happening, but it's a trend I see in all the recoil plots I've looked at. The ported compensator is way less aggressive, if not helpful, with horizontal recoil. So if you're trying to pick between these two attachments, the ported compensator is the superior attachment. Without a doubt, the ported compensator is especially useful for all the semi-auto weapons in this game, as well as the AK-74, Ames 85, Model L, and XMG will always want to use the ported. I have recoil plot screenshots for all the weapons in the game, and for a majority of weapons in this game, they're going to have problems with initial accuracy or the horizontal zigzag pull, or both. The compensator is only better on pretty much the GRP91. That's the only weapon that doesn't have horizontal recoil or initial recoil problems. For future weapons that are added to this game, I'll also add that the compensator is good for weapons that take 10 or more shots before that horizontal recoil kicks in. And actually, I almost forgot to mention that the PP919 SMG actually fulfills this requirement. It takes 20 shots before its horizontal recoil starts, and the compensator I actually really enjoy using because you can squeeze multi-kills out of that little thing before recoil becomes an issue. Also, the compensator could be useful when you combine it with some of the underbarrel attachments that help with horizontal recoil reduction, but that's really only on certain weapons that don't have like harsh changes in their pattern, because when you squeeze that recoil plot down with that compensator, it just makes your weapon jerky and it's hard to recuperate that. So that's why the ported compensator in my eyes is the best muzzle attachment when it comes to recoil. But go ahead and play around with those two attachments and find what works best for you, and let me know what your favorite attachment is in the comments. Please don't forget to tap that like button. You must have liked the video if you watch it all the way through, and consider getting subscribed to the channel. Again, we're on the road to 50,000 subscribers, and I can't wait to hit that. My name's DeeSimilar. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.